Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Warriors News Fan Update is back, and today we're diving into a moment that might just define the Warriors season. Let me ask you something. Can the energy of one player shift the spirit of an entire team? Because when Steph Curry returned to the court, it didn't take 40 points to remind us. Greatness is not just measured in stats. After two tough losses, the Warriors roared back against the Spurs. The scoreboard told one story, a blowout win, but the real story was how Curry's presence brought life back into the squad. 13 points, 7 shots, and yet everything clicked. Ball movement, confidence, defense, flow. The heartbeat returned. But just as the crowd was buzzing, a moment of silence hit like a punch to the gut. Jonathan Kuminga, rising star, down on the floor. Right ankle. Again. And he didn't come back. For a team fighting for every win, losing Kuminga now is a brutal blow. He's been explosive on both ends, a symbol of the franchise's future. With him out, the load gets heavier on Wiggins and Draymond. But the question is, can this team carry that extra weight through the final stretch? And just as Dub Nation tries to process that loss, boom, a trade rumor shakes the ground. Zach LaVine. According to Bleacher Report's Dan Favale, the Warriors are eyeing a blockbuster deal. Wiggins, Kevin Looney, Gary Payton II, and 2 second-rounders for LaVine. Pure scorer. Electric. 24 points a game. But there's a price. Defense. Chemistry. Fit. Wiggins is our best wing stopper. Looney and GP2 are the anchors of our second-unit defense. Would LaVine's offense be enough to make up for what we'd lose on the other end? Would he thrive in Kerr's movement-heavy, unselfish system? And don't forget, extensions are looming for Kuminga and Moody. The front office has to think long-term, even while the playoff race demands urgency. It's a gamble. High risk, high reward. But is LaVine the piece that brings us back to the top, or a move that costs us our identity? Right now, someone needs to step up. Could it be Moses Moody? He's got the tools. Now he might get the chance. Could GP2 be our ace defender if he stays? Or will Kerr get creative, lean into small ball, and crank up the tempo? Whatever happens, one thing's clear. Steph Curry changes everything. Not with just points, but with leadership. When he's on the court, the Warriors don't just play. They believe. As a fan, seeing Kuminga go down hurt. He was soaring, becoming the player we knew he could be. Losing him now feels like a gut punch. And this trade talk, it splits the soul. One side wants to give Steph the firepower he deserves. The other side fears we lose the defensive glue that's held this team together for years. This moment, it's not just about numbers. It's about who we are as a team. Now it's your turn. Would you make the LaVine trade? Or would you trust in what we've built, even without Kuminga? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk it out, Dub Nation. And if you want to stay updated with real analysis, hot rumors, and passionate fan insight, subscribe now to Warriors News Fan Update, turn on those notifications, and hit that like button. Because as long as Steph is on the floor, this team has a shot. And around here, we believe in more than stats, we believe in heart. Go Warriors! Jonathan Kuminga wasn't just playing well, he was becoming that guy. You know what I mean? The one who makes you sit up every time he touches the ball. The spark plug. The athlete who brings that raw, explosive energy that only comes around once in a while. He had grown, not just physically, but mentally. His game matured. His decisions sharpened. He was defending like a vet, slashing to the rim like a storm, and giving the Warriors a new dimension that we hadn't seen since the days of youthful Iggy or prime Harrison Barnes. And now, one bad landing, one turn of the ankle, gone again. It's cruel, man. Just when it felt like he was turning the corner. As fans, we don't just watch. We feel. And when someone like JK goes down, it's not just the loss of a player. It's the loss of potential, of momentum, of hope for the immediate future. That's what makes this trade rumor even heavier. Zach LaVine can score, no doubt. He's got the bounce, the handle, the smooth jumper. And yeah, he can light it up any night. But we've seen this movie before in the league. talented scorers who just never quite fit into systems that demand more than just buckets. The Warriors aren't just looking for offense. They're looking for fit, for guys who understand the flow, the movement, the sacrifice. That's why guys like Looney are so beloved. He doesn't chase stats. He plays winning basketball. He does the dirty work, night in, night out. So now we ask ourselves, are we willing to trade 3 pillars of our defensive identity for flash? This isn't just about numbers. This is about the soul of the Warriors. LaVine might bring firepower, but if it costs us chemistry, if it costs us trust on the court, it could break more than it builds. And let's be real, time is ticking. The Western Conference isn't waiting for us to figure it out. Every team is gearing up, making moves, tightening rotations. One wrong step, and we're out of the playoff picture, just like that. Steve Kerr's got a tough road ahead. He'll have to dig deep into the bench, experiment with lineups, and lean on guys like Moody, Podziemski, even Quentin Post. Maybe they rise. Maybe we discover something new in the fire of adversity. And that's the beauty of this team, resilience. We've been here before. Underdogs, undermanned, undervalued, and we found a way. That's the spirit Steph embodies. He doesn't just play the game, he changes it. His leadership is felt in every possession, every pass, every glance that says, I got you. With Steph on the floor, there's always hope. So I'll ask you one more time, Dub Nation. Do you want to go all in on LaVine, knowing what we might lose in the process? Or do you ride with what we've built, the core, the culture, the chemistry, even if the road gets bumpy? Let us know in the comments. We read everything, and your voice matters here. And if you're passionate about this team like we are, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update, and turn on notifications. Because around here, we don't just report the news, we live it, breathe it, and feel every moment. We'll be back soon with more updates, deeper dives, and all the emotions that come with being part of the Dub family. Until then, stay faithful. Stay loud. Because as long as Steph is on the floor, we're never out of the fight. Go Warriors!